So starting the flow in the pancake like we've done before, we'll try to keep the points of the hip as low as possible with zero movement or as little movement as possible between the rib cage line and the pelvic line. So if I were to hold my hand here, trying to roll my knee, it lifts up. I want it to get closer to the floor over time, not be up like that. Moving like this into our shin box. From our shin box, we're trying to keep as much space on that front leg as possible, keeping the pelvis tucked at the top. From this position, we're reaching this leg around like this, but I'm going to move towards the camera here. From this position, we want level pelvis, level hips, and we want this not to be open. We want it to be parallel with the front camera or wall that we're facing. From this position with the tuck, we'll go back. Keeping the tuck will alternate to the side. So we can go back and forth, trying to move here. For you, we seem to get better results when we inhale big into the front pocket and return. Again, that glues the pelvis to the rib cage. It just gets adherence through this region to help us have more quality control from the hip. So play with the breath. Again, if this side's more difficult, spend more time doing more reps on that side. Again, we're in that half kneeling, so now we'll come back, trying to set the hip that's harder to set down first. Back into pancake, again, trying not to move through here. The other side, coming up. And again, you can go back into the half kneeling alternations. And also, after you alternate side to side, we'll tuck that back foot under us. We'll get further away from the camera here. So the back foot's under, we're tucking the pelvis here, and we're coming up to standing. Again, keeping the pelvis parallel to the floor and parallel to the front where we're facing. So if I were to remain parallel to the camera here, I wouldn't want to be open. I'd want to be twisted towards the camera, nice and flush through here, tilted in the pelvis, tapping the knee down. On the side that's harder to control, your right leg back, I'd do more repetitions on this side. Then you come down, we'll switch. Maybe we switch on that inhale. I'd keep that inhale through the whole movement, left to right. Now on the other side, we tuck that back foot, keep this flush. So again, parallel, not open, shut through here, going through our knee taps. So this side, your left leg's back, that one's a little easier. So let's say we do 5 reps over here, we come back and we do another set of 5 on the side that's harder to control. Again, this flow is taking up 20 to 30 minutes of your day, and you're just spending more time on the parts that are more difficult. Because again, the repetition is what's gonna get them to collaborate better and feel less tense or clumsy. So we want it to feel less clumsy on the clumsy side. So again, back to our other position. So if I'm coming up into my lunge here, if my right leg's forward, I'm going to reach my left arm across and kind of bring this arm back. So if the left leg's forward, I'm going to reach my right arm across, bring this arm back, kind of like a bow. So again, forward here, reaching across, bringing my right arm like a bow. From this position, still keeping, the pelvis is now going to kind of close this way a little bit. So we're reaching this whole unit across, and then with an activated core, we're doing our drops here as well. This side's pretty easy for me. So switching to that other side, coming up. Right leg back, which is more difficult for you, or twist across, which again gets the core activated. We're not flush, we're kind of twisted now. Lift arms back. I like to inhale on the way down. Exhale at the top. But you can do either way. Then you come out of those, you could go right back in to the switch. And if we're here, from this position, we kind of come back with our tilt and our control, trying to touch the harder hip down first. So a whole flow. And then back out into pancake to the other side. Again, the flow can go left, right, up, or down. You don't have to follow it specifically. Just do all these movements for about 20 minutes, focusing on the difficult parts.